So how many players would you say we have here? Playing alone, huh? Okay, can you give me your name? Okay, do me a big favor and pick which episode you want to play. And if you're looking for your favorites, hit F. 30 seconds. You have the letter B as your buzzer. That's B as in booty. 20 seconds. We got 20. Now listen, this couldn't be much simpler. A question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz in. Then you pick one of the choices on the screen. You got it? Aloha!
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Well, all right. Welcome to our all-nude episode. As usual, I'll dare to go bare. Won't you join me? Tell you what, send me a naked picture of yourself and I'll put it up on my fridge. We'll call it, an icebreaker. Category, please. Open wide and get ready for what Ms. Jackson really means by control. Get this one right, you get $1,000. Forward march. Suppose Janet Jackson's famous Rolling Stone cover photo starts a fashion trend. Given what she wears in the photo, how would the Janet Jackson bra be advertised? Supports, lifts, comes attached to a man. Cushions, protects, sings like a canary. Enhances, separates, plays fetch. Or cups, firms, keeps coffee hot. On her famous Rolling Stone cover, Janet's got a guy behind her with his hands on her breasts. And you know what? I'm thinking that guy got paid to do that. Yeah, and people think models are stupid. Throw me a category. Let's see what we got going. In space, no one can hear you cream. $3,000 for this one. Heads up, here it comes. If the Spice Channel were to make an erotic sci-fi flick called Planet X, where might you see Many scientists theorize that there may be a 10th planet orbiting out there beyond Pluto, and they've put all their heads together to give it the fascinating name Planet X. And they further theorize that the planet is inhabited by alien women who can only be nourished through kinky intergalactic sex games. Time to pick a category. The category is, what I got to give it to your mama. $2,000 for a correct answer. Think fast, it's question time. Considering what the Red Hot Chili Peppers used to cover their privates on the cover of the Abbey Road EP, which affliction could their genitals most likely contract? Dandruff, athlete's foot, frostbite, or poison ivy rash? The Red Hot Chili Peppers appeared on their Abbey Road EP wearing socks over their not particularly private parts. Well, I don't feel nearly so weird about putting condoms on my toes. I find the lubrication very soothing. All right, pick a category. Well, good for you. You just picked a when did happen. All right, I'm going to show you. Oh, you got this one down. Great. This when did happen is called apply moisturizer liberally. Now, you know after the game's over, you're going to have to wash up and get dressed. Yeah, I know, it's a drag. But to help you out, let's make sure you do everything in the right order. That said, here's your main statement. Put on your underwear. Now, is this supposed to happen before you put on your skivs, after you put them on, or should it never happen at all? right, let's see how it turned out. Yep, you got them all. Let's see what that does to your score. Okay, let's get on with the rest of the show, shall we? Give me a category. May I introduce no shirt, no shoes, no pants. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Okay, free your mind. Given what school the infamous naked guy attended, where might the other students take extra time wiping the desk chairs before sitting down? Massachusetts Institute of Technology, University of Wisconsin, Madison. The student who made himself famous a few years back for walking around campus in the buff went to UC Berkeley. Hey, you know what I say? To each his own. You and I shop at the Gap. He shops at Gap Nude. Category, please. We're calling this one, Gentlemen Prefer Whole People. You're looking at $3,000 on this one. Hey, I bet you didn't know that Marilyn Monroe was Playboy's first nude centerfold, huh? Yeah, I got a copy of it right here. Check it out. Let me just unfold her for you and, yes. You know, it really is tragic they have to fold her, though, isn't it? Imagine that when Playboy's Marilyn Monroe centerfold picture was folded in half, her actual measurements were cut in half. What would be her new numerical description? 12, 16, 12, 18, 12, 18, 20, 20, 20, or 42, 26, 38? Does this ring a bell? Ms. Monroe's measurements were 36, 24, 36, so her cut in half centerfold would make her 18, 12, 18. And then you just make another fold right here, make another little twisty thing here, and voila, a Maryland paper crane.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Throw me a category. Let's take a look at Stitches Can Make a Fashion Statement. You get this one right, you get 3,000 greenbacks. Put your head between your knees because we're going down. If you want to make your birthday suit a double-breasted birthday suit, what will you have to sew to your naked body? 2 rows of buttons, 2 extra lapels, 2 breast pockets, or a dickie? A suit is considered double-breasted when it's got that extra row of buttons. And if you get those special buttons that look like nipples, you can suckle a bunch of piglets. All right, pick a category. All right, give it up for When God's Not Looking, We Don't Wear the Fig Leaves. 4K coming your way for a right answer. Man, have you ever seen this Michelangelo David statue? It's this 18-foot naked guy with all the parts to match. I'll tell you, it's enough to make any other guy feel, a little inadequate. Anyway, given the specific moment Michelangelo represents in his giant nude statue David, what might you think it's appropriate to do while in the buff? Go into battle, be crowned king, get married, or part the Red Sea? Michelangelo's statue shows David right before he went into battle with Goliath, and apparently Michelangelo thought David would be naked in that moment. And it's a good thing that David downed Goliath with his first shot. I'd hate to think where he was storing the extra ammunition. Time to pick a category. All right, flesh, butt, spits, I'm poor.
It's time for a Hit or Wish Press Button.
One gibberish category coming up. He who hates rarely dates. The opening value of this gibberish question is going to be $10K. Now, as soon as you know the answer, you buzz in and start typing, because I'm going to take away some of that cash every second and a half. Okay, gather round and tell me what story title rhymes with this gibberish phrase. A temper floors who loathes. Clue number 1, it's the name of a fairy tale. It's a fairy tale about a guy strutting around buck naked. Yeah, just like me, Schmitty. Last clue, you can do... Yeah, do it. Start typing, then hit return. Yes, they're light as a feather, more graceful than silk, and they really accentuate my fabulous ass. All right, I need a category. Coming at you. Once, twice, 3 times a nudie. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. All right, get ready, because I got a fill-in-the-blank here for you. And since being in the buff puts me in a good mood, I'll make it easy on you by letting you pick from 3 questions. You ready? What's the 1988 album by the Talking Heads? Or, what's the 1993 movie directed by Mike Leigh? Or, what's the 1996 book of stories by David Sedaris? This could do it. Type in your answer. The answer to each of those questions is naked. And if I may be allowed a brief moment of self-promotion, Naked is also the title of my memoir, which will be hitting the shelves just in time for the holidays. When you think Schmitty, think stocking stuffer. Give me a category. The category? There's more than one way to roll naked in chocolate. You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000.
Hey, you got your peanut butter in my chocolate.
Oh yeah? Well, you got your peanut butter in my chocolate. Or however that thing went. You know what commercial I'm talking about, right? If instead of using a random piece of chocolate in their commercials, Reese's uses the performance artist who's known for smearing her naked body in chocolate, what would you hear?
You got chocolate on my peanut butter.
You got peanut butter on my Karen Finley, on my Annie Sprinkle, on my Kate Bush, or on my Laurie Anderson. Karen Finley, a controversial performance artist, is known for her lawsuit against the NEA and for smearing chocolate on her naked body.
How do I eat a Reese's? By tasting the injustice and depravity that this country forces down my throat because I'm a woman. And then I eat the peanut butter.
Category, please. Well, what do we have here? My angel is glossy and airbrushed. This one can get you $6,000. Okay, listen closely and get ready to figure out this lyrical analogy. The breakup song is to as centerfold is to tumbly to say to moya do 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 da 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 na 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 or giddy up papa mau mau. The breakup song by the Greg Kinn Band had the refrain and the Jay Giles Band Centerfold featured choruses of na 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 ad nauseum. Which pretty much describes what I'd sound like if I actually met a naked centerfold. Throw me a category. This one's called, You'll Need a Bigger Camera for rocker Tommy Lee. If you know this one, you're getting $4,000. Okay, so we're all aware how Pamela and Tommy Lee captured their affection for one another on camera, right? Well, if Pamela and Tommy Lee were caught in camera, where did they get down and dirty? In a dentist's office, in an airplane, in a judge's chambers, or on the internet? In camera refers to a proceeding that takes place in the judge's chambers. Tommy Lee in court.
Mr. Lee, you may approach the bench. Well, oh my goodness, you're already here.
Time to pick a category. I believe this one is called A Place Not in France Where the Naked Ladies Dance. How does $4,000 grab you? All right, get out your single dollar bills because what's an all-nude episode without a strip club? Suppose you go to a Gaza strip club, baby. Given the country that contains the Gaza Strip, what type of currency should you stuff into? The Gaza Strip technically belongs to Israel. And I'll tell you, those clubs are great. There are no rules. The women take off everything. Well, except for their veils. Some religious reason or something, I don't know. You're about to embark upon the attack. All right then, let's fast forward and get right to the good part. Here comes your clue. Nothing beats a little T&A. At least that's always been my philosophy at the video store. And on that note... Nicely done, huh? Let's see what you did to your score. That does it. Way to go, my friend. Like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose as long as you get to play with yourself. Now get the hell away from the computer, will you? Because...
You don't know Jack!
You heard it on the phone, now hear it on your CD player. For a limited time only, you can have the
Woohoo! Yes, you are on the high scoreboard. Just let me know if you want to play again. Yes! Woohoo! So if you want to save this episode in your little black book as a favorite, just hit F.
You'll also find the ever-popular hit from the cellular phone company.
All of our agents are assisting other customers. Your call is important to us. Please continue to hold.
And who could ever forget the cable company?
All of our agents are assisting other customers. Your call is important to us. Your call will be answered in approximately
1 hour and 47 minutes.
Please continue to hold.
This CD is not available in stores, so please call now. Your call is important to us. Our operators who aren't standing by are assisting other customers, but they will be with you momentarily. Please prepare to continue to hold.
Sherman Books is proud to announce the first in its Inmates on Tape series, featuring Charles Manson. Just listen to Charles's heartfelt rendering of A Tale of Two Cities.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, man. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. Foolishness? I ain't your fool. I can see inside of you, man.
Enjoy the unique spirit that Charles brings to Herman Melville's classic Moby Dick.
Ishmael, who the hell are you? Okay, I'm calling you Ishmael.
Call now and receive at no additional cost. Manson reads the poetry of Robert Frost.
I am the walrus, man. Fee, fi, fo, fum. You can't stop.
So call today and enjoy hours of classic literature on tape.